Hello, Twilight Struggle fans, and welcome to the ITSL Conference Finals here on Action Round Zero. Max DuBoff joins me in just a moment. I'm Justin Abramson, and we are here for the Torun Conference Finals. This one between Weiran Xie and Zhuang, both of China. So let's go ahead and dive right into this one. This is a best of five series for the conference finals. We're going to be watching from Weiran's side. He is the USSR for this one, and so let's go ahead and dive right in. Max, thank you so much for joining me. What do you make of Weiran's opening hand as we get underway here?
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here. So it's a very middling hand. Really not anything spectacular, but not too many problems. One of the questions is, do you hold UN for next turn in case you draw Marshall or USJ? I'd probably be inclined to do that. MIDI should hopefully not be an issue, although this interesting setup could make the Iran coup a little bit more difficult than it otherwise would be. And this Suez seems wise. Yeah, Justin, what are some of your thoughts on this opening hand?
Yeah, like you said, it's pretty mediocre. No fours and no access mean it's not great. But five-year plan Middle East is good, even though that makes UN it
True,
makes UN kind of useless.
true.
Okay, he does try the coup on Iran with a 3, gets a 4, which is exactly right. That locks Zhuang out of the Middle East, but Zhuang responds quickly by getting South Korea.
Yeah, so that getting South Korea is quite nice, but yeah, that four on Iran was kind of the perfect roll.
Yeah, that was a great roll, and I think if Phil Iraq here, this is going to draw a coup of Syria. Yeah, I like this play. So if
Yeah.
Zhuang wants to coup Syria, he's going to have to roll a bigger number to get in, and if he
Mhm.
doesn't, we're going to get a Middle East Dom off for 6.
Or even if he breaks Syria, yeah, exactly like this, it's still 4 points for Middle East, which is totally fine.
Yep. So 4 points for Middle East long term. And the question is Weiran going to be greedy here? No. Okay. He's just going to say, you know what? I'll take Iraq as the only Middle East country with any influence. So there's no chance for Zhuang to
Yeah.
coup in, and he'll fight for Europe.
Now, can we talk about this setup here? So, I mean, I don't know if I'm fully familiar with a lot of the really interesting Chinese US setups. So it was 1-3-3-3. Now, what's the thought of that? I mean, he headline blockade. Um, so, I mean, presumably he wasn't expecting to lose West Germany to blockade. Are you familiar with this, with the reasoning for this opening?
I got to tell you, Max, I'm not. I've definitely seen. I've definitely seen empty West Germany setups.
Yeah.
If you have blockade and decall and nothing to do about a purge, I've definitely seen one in West Germany. But usually, if you see one in West Germany, it's because the U.S. doesn't want a headline blockade, wants to play it on
Hmm.
AR1 and then put the one influence back in so that
Yeah.
the USSR can't take it in one move. Putting one
Hmm.
into West Germany, headlining blockade, and then discarding to the blockade is a little weird. Maybe he was just kind of hedging and just hoping he didn't see purge. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure what the plan was there.
Yeah, that was my only thought that maybe it was because he thought that if he got purged, then blockade would be awful.
Yeah.
Uh, hmm. Yeah, so interesting that Weiron is considering some kind of aggressive Europe play here to try to block the Dom, also going towards Pakistan.
Yeah. So that makes sense. We need, yeah, I was going to say we have sorry, Zhuang needs a coup, and he takes one in Afghanistan, which was an inviting target with just one in there. A big number there would have been a problem. Instead, he gets the
Oh,
coup in on Pakistan and gets one
yeah.
in there, so that's going to make things interesting. Turn
Mm,
two, this hand much better access wise.
yeah, that is for sure. Um, Really interesting choices here with whether to headline RSP or just a headline decal.
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
decal's pretty darn good here.
Yeah.
Defectors in our hand.
Hmm.
Um, Blockade is gone, so Purge maybe not as... Yeah,
Yeah.
Decall gets us Thailand. It doesn't get us
Hmm.
Dom in the headline, though, so if we see Asia... Okay, and that will get...
Yeah.
Zhuang Europe Dom in the headline, as well as overprotecting France and double overprotecting Italy.
What I like about decal too is that after we coup, if Zhuang tries to coup something in Africa, then we get Pakistan.
Yeah, that's right. So now... Okay,
The three
this...
in Austria is pretty amusing.
Yeah, you don't usually see that.
Oh,
Okay, so he takes the coup
big
in
one.
Pakistan, and that makes sense. And now I assume we'll see a coup back in Africa, right?
Yeah, I think that has to be the case. Mhm. Now, interesting though, not to take one in Algeria. I might have gone South Africa, Algeria, but I mean, that's pretty passive. If planning to coup Pakistan with a big card, there couldn't be a coup back on Pakistan or anything.
Yeah, the problem with South Africa, Algeria is if you then coup Pakistan, Zhuang could respond with one Angola, one Malaysia, with Thailand not secured. Okay, very
Hmm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Zhuang could have headlined Asia and gotten it off for zero,
Hmm.
completely for
Yeah.
free, no questions asked. Instead, he gives up the
Hmm.
Dom because he headlined Marshall.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
I
that
mean, Marshall was definitely helpful. Let's see if he's holding Europe as well. But yeah, no, getting that Asia off would have been nice because Marshall presumably could have happened in an AR.
Yep, and decall or no, Weiran was definitely cooing Pakistan on his AR1 pretty much no matter what.
Yeah.
And, it looks like he doesn't even have Europe.
Hmm.
So I guess maybe he was afraid Weiran was going to try and sneak it out in the headline. But that gamble backfired badly.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, right. I mean, that does make sense. If he's not holding Europe, then yeah, trying to make sure to get the Dom in the headline. But right, when it gives up Asia, that's tough.
yeah, that is not great. Pakistan pretty well protected from the war. This could be, where would you put this, Max? Zaire? Would you go Laos? Would you overprotect Thailand? What do you like?
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think Zaire is good. But overprotecting Thailand also quite nice. Nothing wrong with just going into Saudi Arabia or maybe even Jordan to threaten Lebanon.
Yeah, that's not crazy either. In the end goes India, which actually normally you definitely want to do. And Duck also would have been an interesting headline.
Yeah.
Hate to second guess him here, but boy, Duck would have been an interesting headline because it protects the one influence in Pakistan and makes life for Weiran a little trickier in Asia.
Mhm.
But okay, we head to
Yeah.
turn three.
Hmm.
Europe and D-Stall along with CIA and captured Nazi in Zhuang's hand, so he will get off that domination, no problem. Five-year
Mhm.
plan, Duck and NORAD is a bit of an awkward set of redraws for Weiran, though.
Yeah. Um, I mean, giving up Duck AR1 seems like it might just be worth it. I mean, 3VP is annoying, but maybe nothing you can do. I do like the Vietnam headline. I mean, it would be nice to fill up a bunch in Southeast Asia this turn.
Yeah, I think Vietnam's fine. Fidel is fine. We don't have D-Stall, and we won't be getting it. So where are we going to put our ops? I think Southeast Asia is as good a place as any. Putting ops in Europe doesn't make any sense. We're not going to stop that, Dom. Ooh,
I guess,
CIA.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm, right. And I was gonna say that with if you were giving up mill ops in order to play duck, then that might be a lot of points, but now it's not particularly relevant.
Yeah. So yeah, you're going to space duck and with a known captured Nazi in Zhuang's hand. That obviously
Hmm.
spacing on Air One makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Now you just
Do,
use your Vietnam bonus.
now, do you give up NORAD or play China?
Oh,
Oh
oh my goodness.
no!
Well, I didn't like I didn't like Zhuang's play to get into India, but it turns out to be a great decision. As
Oh,
he rolls the six. Could have gone
yeah.
India for just a five or a six. Instead, takes the 1 and 6 shot on a wildly overprotected Pakistan and hits the roll. What do you make of that, Max?
I mean, that's really daring. I probably would have gone with India there. even with just the one to try to get in there. So I mean that's sometimes if something is high enough reward, then it makes sense to take the risk. So major kudos to Zhuang on that one.
Yeah. You asked me a question and I didn't want to answer it. So we had an interesting play there I could talk about. But you asked, do we play
No, no,
China or
indeed.
give NORAD? Boy. So if we give holding 5-year plan in NORAD seems bad. We're probably going to get worse stuff than NORAD next turn. So
Yeah,
I think you've got to play NORAD. Yeah,
yeah,
I like this. I don't like it,
yeah.
but I hate it
Mhm.
less than giving up China and holding 5-year plan in NORAD. What about you?
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, I'm not opposed to playing China turn three at all, even in a way that's not fully optimal. But yeah, I agree that holding NORAD 5-year plan could just be a recipe for disaster, depending on what we draw. But he chooses not to fill Canada and to really threaten India instead,
Yeah,
which
Jan's
is
India.
interesting.
The other interesting use, if I'm being honest, that was U.S. Japan on turn 3. That could have gone into Japan, which neutralizes Asia,
Mhm.
probably
Yeah.
permanently, given the overprotection
Hmm.
situation.
Hmm.
If Weiran takes India back, he's probably going to have to fill up Japan with ops to stop
Hmm.
Asia Dom, given the country count situation in Southeast. Anyway, moving on to turn 4. Well, you know what? Sometimes I call it right, and we have some worse stuff here to deal with than NORAD.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, EU is painless at least. With gunmen in hand, I don't really mind giving Asnod at the end of the turn. But then are we giving voice with 5-year plan and spacing bear trap? No. Yeah?
I think you have to self trap
Self-trap?
here,
Okay. Yeah,
right?
yeah, you can self-trap.
I
Yeah, no, self-trap is totally fine.
Yeah, and I guess if you'd held 5-year plan in NORAD, you could self trap, dump voice. Okay, this is the EU, no problem.
I mean, I guess my thought is that right now voice is not that bad because we don't have access.
Oh boy. Okay, here's a
Whoa.
this is a lot of good, lot of bad hand, as I like to say. Middle East scoring
Yeah.
when you're controlled and it's known is quite bad, but Junta and
Mhm.
Brush is amazing.
Yeah. Hmm. I mean, Brush right now doesn't have a ton of targets. I mean, Thailand, Libya, both good. Yeah. So filling up Japan with ops, as you were saying. Yep.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
that okay. So decall is going to take Nigeria, put one in Algeria, probably one Laos, and maybe one somewhere else just to be annoying.
Right. With Brush, though, I mean, would you hold off on playing decal till the end of the turn?
Yeah, I wonder what is so. I Brush is Brush just going to target Libya? Is that what we're going to see to try and
That
stop
would.
this control?
Yeah. And we didn't even remark much on the Middle East control, but that's super interesting.
Yeah, Weiran had a lot of ops and not much to do with them.
Yeah. No,
He's
true.
behind in Europe. Asia's even. He had no access otherwise. Well, he did have access, but he got cooed out of both Angola and Zaire.
Mhm.
And now he's back in with a decall redraw.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Interesting.
just Algeria.
Brush of
Yeah.
Algeria.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So means that Middle East is still looking quite bad, but now Africa is kind of drawish, although of course that can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah, this is a tough situation because if Weiran self traps, Middle East is going to get poked, and we're not gonna score. But
Mhm.
he can't risk having to give Kennedy until we see the scoring.
Right.
But he's hoping that Zhuang is just going to dump the score, and he does.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so obviously can't blame Zhuang there. He didn't know what a problematic hand Weiran had. But
Yeah.
I think I might have headlined decall there if I were Weiran, but Gunman turned out great for him because that
Mhm.
was a really important hand
Yeah.
for him to see.
No, agreed. Yeah. Yeah, it's always an interesting question whether to play gunman in the mid-war if USSR draws it.
Yeah. And in this case, the decision works out well. So now
Yeah.
Bear Trap is going to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you got to play Bear Trap now. You dump VOA on AR6. If you miss, you dump
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy on AR7. If you
Yeah.
hit, you play Kennedy for ops, which was even better. Get it out of the deck. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
harmful is gonna go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
very quietly, I liked how this game started for Weiran. He's up 7 VPs, but the Middle East is his only positive region right now.
Yeah.
Unless I'm miscounting something, Middle East is his only good region.
Well, and the question now is with Junta, I mean, do you just try to coup both? Okay, I was just going to say, try to coup both Nicaragua and Guatemala and, I'm sorry, Nicaragua and Haiti, and um, and then do the realigns. Although it looks like, I'm sorry, what did he just do?
He played Willie and refilled South Africa, which is what
Oh,
Weiran poked with,
that's right. Yeah.
and which that was the right decision. South Africa, very important
Mhm.
country right now. And here goes Brezhnev. Okay, going to fill up Canada and take presence in South America. Okay,
Mm.
bigger numbers in this hand.
Yeah. Hmm. And one small step could be quite helpful. Hmm.
And Weiran glad he got hit with missile envy last turn instead of this turn.
Mhm. Yeah.
Gonna go with a purge and deal with the effects of NORAD. Could have played how I learned to avoid that, but
Yeah.
at this on this board, NORAD doesn't seem like a huge problem.
Mhm. There was a strange, I mean, I'm sure that purge is just, but oh no.
Yeah, that's a brutal
Ooh,
one.
yeah.
That's a brutal one. Um, but again, given the country count situation, even with the poke of India, Weiran in no danger whatsoever of being dominated in Asia.
Mhm.
So where's that going to
Yeah.
go? It probably just goes Angola, right? Yeah, kind of a
Yeah. That seems fine.
not a really exciting play there, but I think it's fine.
Yeah. One weird play I was thinking of in the headline is headline Sadat, and then if your opponent drops Defcon on the headline, then you can refill Egypt immediately. But the purge was probably just better.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. That's a great play if you don't have a good headline. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Purge is pretty strong here, and we have some ops with which to back up the Purge. Just unlucky he rolled the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that at least gives Angola.
Very interesting that Zhuang didn't put the one in Angola and at least force Weiran to put three in there to flip it. Instead, decided to play the access card. I wonder if that means he has South America and just very few ops with which to take it.
Mhm. Yeah, and it is giving up the immediate Africa Dom, which is part of what makes it a little bit strange. But I mean, you might just be thinking long term
Yeah,
about
Africa
South
was the
America.
third battleground. Excuse me, Angola was the third battleground in Africa. Very, very important country, and Zhuang
Yeah.
just conceded it without thinking too much about it. Looks like he's thinking about this Sadat play. The other thing you can do is you can 5-year plan away Sadat and take Egypt back that way.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's a good thing to do. I mean, the question is basically like, do you need to save 5-year plan for South America if you don't see it?
Yeah, I
Um,
believe that Zhuang has it, given how
yeah,
cavalier he was with Angola, but I've been
agreed.
wrong on those before. I tend to lean on Ted in our team games for does our opponent have the scoring
Yeah.
or not.
No, totally. Yeah.
Do you like one small step as an event here?
I think I would. I mean, I get the temptation to try to bully your opponent when he's purged, but um, yeah, I mean, Space Race is really in play here. Okay, yeah. So there's South America, as we were talking about. Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna work to get South Africa.
Oh, Pope for
Yeah.
ops for a coup. You know how I feel about Pope for ops, especially under Purge. You took a one op coup. Now he
Mhm.
did have the +1.
Ooh,
Okay, that
that's
finally he does get a big roll off. I'm sorry, Alliance for Progress for.
yeah.
Go
That's what I
ahead.
was just gonna say. Giving up 6 points?
For yeah, I don't understand that at all. That's a 6 VP alliance
I mean, 6 points is 6 points.
for two. Remember, your purge. It's a 2 op coup.
Yeah.
Again, you do get the extra. Um, okay, he had central, so because of that coup, he gets
No.
two back. So he gets two back, but he
Uh,
leaves 6 on the table. Boy, I think I like
I,
the event
I
better there.
I would definitely play Alliance there.
I think you got
But
to
what do I
take your
know?
6. Okay, This hand, so Southeast is great to have. Africa is great to have.
Yeah.
Libs is great to have. ABM is great to have. Salt is great to have. And Grain, honestly, is great to have because you can hold it on through.
Yeah. It's a really nice hand, especially to see Africa before the reshuffle.
Yes. You want, yeah.
Now,
Go
hmm.
ahead.
No, it's just going to be interesting with possible coups here in Africa, but that shouldn't change the dumb situation.
Yeah, I think ABM had to be the headline because you don't really want to trigger the event on an action round with NORAD in effect. So I like ABM
Mhm.
here. I think you have to do this though. I think it's that it's
Yeah,
one Thailand, one. It's just a very passive,
yeah,
very unsexy ABM. But with both scorings
yeah,
in our hand, we just have to protect what we have.
yeah, that seems right. And if he decides to spend colonial ops in Laos or Indonesia, so be it.
Yeah, I think we'd be fine with that. Okay, he's gonna
Yeah,
go.
so he's doing that. Yeah. So interesting question of what to coup here.
Yeah, the other thing you could do is not coup, and you could take all that back. Um,
Or just drop Africa?
yeah, or you could dump Africa, which I don't hate. If you coup, I don't like cooing in South America, and if
No.
you coup, yeah, I don't want to give my opponent the last. The issue is I don't want to give my opponent the last coup in Africa,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
I guess I also don't want. Right, I also don't
Yeah.
want my to take the last coup myself and then have my opponent get NORAD.
Right. Well, if he takes last coup in Africa, we get Laos and Indonesia back at least. Although maybe we have to play China for that.
Yeah, so we are going to eat a coup in Africa and then probably going to want to play China to take. Oh, we will bury you for
Oh,
the 5-up. We will bury you. I love that
oh
play. I love that
no!
play.
Wow. What a great play.
Yeah, it gets neutered by an immediate China play. But I like the 5-up. We will bury you. And now
Yeah,
a
but
UN of
now,
OPEC saves the 3VP and flips
right.
four more in
Yeah.
Southeast
Yeah,
Asia, which was looking like a huge
exactly.
number for Weiran.
Yeah, four went down to two, which is I'm sorry, six went down to two, right? Which is pretty significant there.
Yeah. So Weiran should pick up his 6 in Africa. The power cards are
Yeah.
gone.
Mhm.
So we should see him get his 6 in Africa, but now he's only going to get 2 in Southeast Asia when it looked like he was going to get a big number there as well.
Yeah. Hmm. I I'm not sure if I'd bother with South African here for the extra VP. I mean, it's fine. I don't think, Africa's gonna change.
Yeah,
Um,
I honestly am fine with South Africa. Okay, well, now you just score Africa.
yeah. Well, now we need to just drop it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been fine with South African for ops. Take South Africa and Egypt because that going to be an important
Yeah.
country in the late war.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so we ate unlucky roll there for Zhuang. Take our 2 in Southeast Asia. That could have been
Hmm.
6.
Well, this is a fascinating board at the end of turn six. A big control for each player. Africa could easily swing back to red dom, Europe being a blue dom.
Oh,
Ooh,
another
and another
one
small coup.
in Angola. Woof. I mean, South African is the play. No. Play it. I would rather play it for the event. I think, right? Don't you take back South Africa, take
Yeah.
Angola?
I think needing to get that Africa dom is going to be very important for Weiran's path to a VP victory here, is what I'd say. So I'd play to maximize chances of the Africa dom.
Okay, so he has to go to space. We get Quagmire. Oh,
Hmm.
we also get okay, and there we go. Thank you
Okay.
to the mod.
And D-stall.
Yeah,
Quite nice.
D-stall. What is D-stall gonna do here, though?
Well, getting some presence in South America would be
Yeah,
nice.
D-stall. I guess gonna
The
go
other,
Colombia, Uruguay. Not maybe overprotect Thailand.
or
As a
just,
matter of fact, it will definitely overprotect Thailand.
yeah.
Is that your headline? Muslims doesn't do a darn
No.
thing.
I mean, cultural's a solid headline because that protects China as well. I mean,
Yeah,
Quag is a good headline. Um, D-stall's not a bad headline.
can't remember last time I saw Lads headline twice in the same game. So okay, he headlines Quag. Quag is gonna protect all those countries that I mentioned. Is this just a one-op coup in Angola with Kitchen?
That seems totally fine.
Right,
Um,
just take your coup now. I would much rather give my
yeah.
opponent. I don't understand this. I'd much rather give my opponent the NORAD op when I before.
Well, there's no NORAD up now
Oh, that's right. Of
because of
course.
Quack.
Sorry. Of course. Thank you, Max. See, this is why we need a co-commentator, so I don't say so you can correct me when I say stupid things.
No, indeed. Uh, hmm. Yeah, and the problem is not that many things that you can do easily with ops. I mean, I guess Che, though, there's really not much to do with it for the event.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think this is right. You're probably going to get one of Angola or Zaire flipped on you, but that's okay. You want to get the one into Uruguay. Just get some kind of footprint there.
Yeah.
We know Zhuang has Allende and that other stuff.
I mean, are you jamming Muslim into Argentina or Brazil here to try to threaten something there?
I like that idea, but yeah, I like taking care of my obligations
Yeah,
first.
that's reasonable.
Che is here, but I mean, he's weakened
Yeah.
because of lads. And, well, it didn't matter in Nicaragua, but it does
Yeah.
matter in Guatemala.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's a nice, easy flip
And that's
of,
why I
yeah,
wanted to do something in South America, because now
yep.
we're our little toehold is gone.
You are right. And nothing good for us to pick up with salt at the moment.
Hmm.
Muslim's event is worthless. Nixon known in Zhuang's hand, so we don't want to trigger cultural. We want to hang on to it. I think what you're just going to give up Camp David here and repair Egypt and Israel.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, you wanted to jam Argentina. Jam of West Germany seems fine as well. Easy repair. We're just kind of biding time, though.
Yeah. I think I like cultural event.
Yeah, but if you do the cultural event, you're just gonna see the Nixon event because Nixon is
Yeah, fair
known in our
enough.
opponent's hand is the
Oh,
problem.
right. I'm
So
sorry.
we got a
Yes, of
little game
course.
of chicken here going
Right,
on.
right. Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
event Salt if you really don't want to play Camp David, but there's nothing good to pick up. You're probably picking up CMC or Muslims. I guess you can pick up Muslims as just as basically a four op, just a blank
Yeah.
four op.
Hmm. Or take another shot with Che next turn
Yeah,
if you
yeah, that's true.
really want to do something.
Could flip over Guatemala and maybe you get a big number in Nicaragua. Or
Hmm.
maybe we see a coup of Haiti here. Okay, there goes Govs to space and
And
Zhuang
there's
with
definitely
headline
peak.
peak.
Yeah.
And Zhuang
Hmm.
now with Allende and Nixon. So I assume we're going to see the Hassan realigns here in Chile, right?
Hmm. Yeah, no, that definitely seems like the way to
I
go.
don't think there's a need to play China, and I don't want to play. I want to hold Nixon as long as cultural's known in Weiran's hand.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, agreed. Or if you're feeling less risky, just one up into Chile. Oh,
Okay, he
all right. So
does
this
play
was
China.
going
Oh
good.
boy, here's some good stuff.
Yeah. Wow. I was
OPEC is
just gonna say that.
5. Junta is great. Aldrich is great. Star Wars in our hand. We can space it. No big deal.
Mhm. Mhm.
The Pope's
Yeah.
annoying, but we can repair it. Oh, and then a couple of four ops. Wow. What a hand.
Yeah. So into peak, I agree. Junta is better than Aldrich. But yeah, no, this is an incredible hand. I was just gonna say that, it really looked like
Oh,
things were tilting toward Zhuang, but then, with this sort of hand could easily turn around. Although the getting purged is never great.
getting purged is a problem. Now Star Wars has to be held.
Yeah.
Um,
Flower power to fill Venezuela, probably. I want to play Aldrich, but gotta take
yeah, you've got
Venezuela.
to get your foothold in South America. Now, if it gets jammed, you can still fix with NATO.
Yeah, I would have put the last stop probably into Venezuela because one of the oh man, yeah, because one of the countries in Africa could still be flipped. Although this VOA is tough to see as well.
Yeah, not it. That's yeah. If you're going to overprotect one country, you might as well overprotect them all. So yeah, I would have been fine
Mhm.
overprotecting there. Going to take Venezuela back, go one Libya. I think that's fine. You're going to lose one of those countries. You're going to keep
Yeah.
one. Maybe man, maybe I'd give up Venezuela here because Venezuela's
Really?
gonna wind up being very realignable.
Yeah, but it makes a big VP difference, no? Or maybe not
Yeah.
that big a VP difference in South America.
Yeah, I guess it's 3 either way. If you give up a dom in South America, it's
Yeah,
5 versus the control would
that's
be
true.
8, assuming you get
Yeah.
presence. Conversely, Middle East, this dom, the control would have been 10.
But you're never losing the Middle East Dom,
Yeah.
whereas you could possibly stop the South America Dom.
Yes, that's right.
Or you could get booted out of South America. So, I mean, it can still go poorly.
Yep. That is right. Okay. So gonna go looks like, yeah, I think you 5-year plan is scary,
Yeah.
but I think you just bet that he won't trigger it. Yeah, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, either Nixon or five-year plan
Yeah,
seems
Nixon or
fine.
5-year
Yeah.
plan would have been fine.
There could be some back and forth where he might think, oh, because Weiran didn't select five-year plan, that Weiran wasn't scared of five-year plans, then Zhuang would be less likely to play five-year plan.
Yeah, perhaps. And okay, so yeah, can't hold a card the next turn. Okay, we're going to give an early Chernobyl here. Very interesting.
Yeah.
But limited ops. We know Allende and I think Decall. Is that
Yep.
right? Okay, a little bit of a
Mhm.
miss on the realigns.
Yeah, problem is why not just put an up into Europe with John Paul first before the Chernobyl? Um, I guess I would have done that AR6 to make sure that Europe didn't get Chernobyl, but maybe
Yeah.
it didn't reapply.
Okay. So yeah, but just Allende and Decall, Weiran probably figured the early Chernobyl wasn't a problem, but he goes for South America instead, so that Weiran
Yeah,
couldn't jam anything in
yeah,
there, and now he'll be able to
which is
take
fair.
back. Presumably, this will go. I don't think Laos matters that much. I think this will go one Chile, one Colombia to set up a dom in South America, right? For Zhuang.
Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Zhuang also playing lightning speed here. So apologies, folks. We haven't gotten to say everything we want to. Weiran has taken 40 minutes, but
Yeah,
Zhuang has made all of his plays turn 1 through 8 in just 17 minutes. Okay.
truly impressive.
Well, we lampooned Zhuang a little bit for not eventing Alliance, but at the moment it's looking like a pretty darn good decision with Star Wars Duck and Alliance in our hand. This is quite uncomfortable for Weiran.
Yeah. Um, and shuttle is I can't remember. Is Asia out?
Asia is scored.
Okay, so that's fine
So
then.
Shuttle is
Shuttle's not
only
as bad.
Middle East. It's Shuttle's just one VP. So
Yeah.
not a big deal there. But Duck and Alliance, along with Star Wars, and
Okay.
Star Wars we have
I
no
mean,
hope of deactivating.
no. What about headlining how I learned to be able to give up Doc?
Yeah, that's not bad. Give up Duck, Space, Star Wars, hold Alliance. Okay, well, South America
Oh,
is going to be a
yeah,
nice
that's annoying.
Dom. So what do you do here? Do you set it to
Yeah,
4 and then you coup with Ducks and only give up 2 VPs?
that seems good. I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite enough for the to take Libya, but close.
Okay, and he
Yeah.
takes it back. Now, Marine Barracks can just be a little bit annoying, but not going to do much. Pershing is a VP.
I mean, Ortega's not a bad event.
No, Ortega is not a bad event. Just empty out Nicaragua. The
Yeah.
other thing you got to keep in mind is Venezuela is still realignable. South America scored. Yeah, I know it's not
Yeah.
as important because it's scored, but you still don't want Venezuela getting realigned.
No, agreed. Yeah.
This is fine.
Hmm.
Like, this is fine. An opponent is not going to respond to this by realigning Venezuela. They're just going to take Libya
No,
back.
agreed. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a good event. It's not going to come back. You might as well just use it. Then I think eventing Pershing is fine as well.
Yep.
One West Germany, one UK, one I don't know, Canada or Portugal. Fine. Maybe Turkey if with some vague threat of stopping Dom, but just mostly to get the
Mhm.
VP and force the response. Kind of bide your
Yeah.
time a little bit here.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, UK is fine as well. I agree, might as well go a med country, but doesn't matter
Yeah,
too much. Hmm. So maybe Yuri to coup Colombia?
yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's fine, but I'm not sure I understand the Egypt play. Excuse me, the Italy play with Sock Govs and Reformer gone. Those are the two cards
Uh,
you would use to flip Italy. Italy doesn't need to be repaired.
mhm.
Now, Italy at 3 is fine. Oh, and a big roll in
Oh
India. That's two
no!
IP wars.
Oh man. Yeah.
So I
Wow.
said Laos and Indonesia were not going to be particularly important. Now they're very important.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
those are two very important countries because now it's 4-2. Looked like Weiran was going to be up in Asia, but it's going to be Zhuang. He has to give up Middle East.
Yeah, now Shuttle's fully harmless, which is nice.
Yep. Shuttle 0 VPs.
So it's currently 7 to 5 country count in Asia. Is there much of a path here to dump for Zhuang? I mean, I guess it would probably require taking a one stab.
Yeah, you're going to have to flip over Laos or Indonesia. Laos is probably better, I guess, because of brush war. And then,
Mhm.
that
Oh,
is a gut punch
man.
to have both of those come out. That's yeah. What I was going to say is if you'd have to flip over Laos and probably take Philippines or Burma to get the
Mhm.
Dom there
Yeah, yeah,
in final. Weiran gets some problems here, but EEU's not that big a deal, even here in the late
right.
war. CRG is a
Yeah.
minor. CRG is well, not a card you want to play. Alliance obviously bad, and then Europe obviously bad.
Hmm. So probably spacing CRG and holding Alliance again?
I think are you playing China and holding EEU as well?
I think I would just give up EU and repair a little. And with Chernobyl out, tear down this wall
Yeah,
is wait, is tear down this wall out or in deck? I didn't see, but
teardown is around, but it's turn
tear down as
10. We're
well.
not getting controlled in Europe.
Oh, turn 10. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So I think EU is totally fine. Already giving
Yeah.
up the dumb.
So what are you headlining?
Um,
You're headlining Brush to and probably Brazil is an appealing target. Algeria also is an appealing target. Are you headlining
Brush
terrorism?
is
What do you like here?
Brush is fine. I think I'd just go with terrorism to have Brush in reserve, but a Brush for Brazil is totally good.
Yeah, Brush or Brazil
Um,
would be huge. Let's do some quick math here. Way ran by 12 on the board. He's up
mhm.
by, let's call it 6 in the Middle East. Let's call it another 6 in Africa. That's another dozen. So he's up 24. Asia, he's -2. South America, let's assume a Dom
Yeah.
for Zhuang. That's 5. So that's 7. Another 2 in Europe. Or excuse me, another 5 in Europe is 12, and then another, call it 2 in Central America is 14. We're in by 10 now. That's
Well, so
5 with Europe just scored, though.
yeah, and six because uh or no, sorry.
Yes, no, you're
Did
absolutely
oh
right.
no, sorry.
It was he
Yeah,
got 6 out of it because of the solidarity headline.
there's a solidarity. Yeah.
Maybe he must have been worried about defectors. Didn't want Brush or Terror getting defected, perhaps. I don't think I would have cared that
Yeah.
much about terrorism getting defected.
No, I wouldn't have cared that
I
much
think
about
might have
terrorism.
headline, yeah, but
Yeah.
you also don't want to waste the time scoring Europe. I think you have to take Poland back here because teardown is around. So even with Chernobyl gone and it being turned 10, you
Mm,
cannot allow
yeah.
right you cannot allow Poland to be taken.
No, that seems right. I mean, the problem with playing China is that this could be quite close, right? Because just had Weiran up by 4, and if you give up China, then it's down to 2, right?
I had Wei Ran up
So
by 4 without considering China, so it would be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
3. But
Oh, sorry.
yes, 3
Yeah.
VPs. If this brush misses, so yeah, let's say we space alliance. Let's say we space alliance, hold EEU and CRGs. If the brush misses, all of a sudden you just got 6 ops. Your opponent has the
Yeah.
last play. This is uncomfortable.
And I'd like to see Zhuang taking Uruguay as soon as possible. I mean, I might even give up Poland to do it.
I mean, I think Poland absolutely has to be taken if you have teardown. But if you don't have teardown, I think Uruguay definitely really important. Okay, just a 2-op into Poland. That's a little weird.
Interesting. Were there, I mean, I guess the Africa Dom can't really be stopped. So with puppets, you could go for the Asia Dom maybe by going Burma, Taiwan, but nah, probably not enough ops to actually complete that.
Yeah, yeah. Burma. You have to flip. It's 5. It's, as you said, it's 7-5. So even Burma Taiwan's not enough. You need a flip of Laos and to take another country, with
Yeah.
Weiran still having China. Weiran knows that as long as Poland is uncontrolled, that's fine. He just doesn't want to lose Poland. Poland by itself is only a 3 VP swing. So playing China to take it is not particularly helpful. But this also makes
Yeah.
EU more awkward. And CRG is already a problem. CRG is a big problem. It's not a problem in Africa, but it's a problem in Southeast Asia. Oh, boy.
Wow, this is a fascinating ending.
Yeah, I think I'd slightly rather be Weiran, but if you told me right now that the brush was going to miss, then I'd definitely rather be Zhuang.
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
So 5 ARs left.
I mean, given that right now Weiran has a little bit of an edge, I think just putting this into Poland and biding time is okay.
Yeah, I agree. We said he's up 4. He's in a winning position right now, and I think if Zhuang had a clean 4 with which to take Poland, he would have already done it, right?
That seems right. Yeah.
Certainly, he would have done it if he had that and a teardown.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, play special for the
so-
event, so that's 2 more VPs.
Yeah, but
Weiran now
has to
down
be-
2, but Millops is a thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Max. I
yeah.
interrupted you.
Oh, I was going to say it has to be brush or space at this point, right?
Yep.
Do one of your events while you can.
Yeah, you can use terror if you want to take back Poland. But Weiran seems like he's not particularly interested in taking back Poland. He just wants, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, coup misses.
Okay, yeah. Brush on Brazil now?
Yeah, a brush of Brazil is a 6 VP swing. Yeah, that should be
Oh,
good
and
enough.
it's a 6 to lock it up.
Huge
Okay.
roll. That should be enough. Now Uruguay, you'd have to take Uruguay and poke Venezuela to get Dom on AR7.
Yeah.
That should be good enough.
Yeah.
Unless Zhuang has ops or events that we are not,
Yeah.
we haven't seen, that I think we would have seen by now if he had them.
I mean, yeah, so is Remy's VOA in the deck?
I think we saw VOA
that-
turn 8 after
Oh,
Purge.
you did, okay.
So VOA is gone and Star Wars is gone as well.
Oh, right.
So
yes.
that is not there. Again, 5 VP lead for Weiran. Europe is 6 and Central 2. So +3 there, just counting those, +2 with China. But Africa is 6, Middle East is 6, Asia is not 3, it's only 2. That's shuttle. That's still 10. That's 10.
Well, no, shuttle doesn't count in final scoring.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay, interesting.
yeah.
UN for ops.
Oh, sorry.
UN for ops for a coup of Haiti. Really wanted to try and get that realign in, maybe. And that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weiran just wants to run out the clock here.
Yeah.
I think if you do this, you're going to see Zhuang realign Chile, right? And hope to get lucky. And then maybe use a second roll on Cuba to try and get lucky there.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely miracle realigns time.
Yeah.
For Zhuang.
UN for one op is really weird. I mean, I guess you could event terrorism, but I think I'd rather have given that I'm ahead, I don't want the unknown, I don't want the randomness. I just want the 2 ops. I mean, even just a incredibly unsexy play like El Salvador, Dominican Republic. Ooh, OAS could have been.
I did OAS.
That would have gone. That would have been 3 VPs. So would have gone, because it would have gone
Yeah.
Cuba, Venezuela. I was saying terrorism could have gone El Salvador, Dominican Republic, just to stop Central
Yeah.
Dom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Latin
fine.
American debt crisis. That could have been
Mm-mm.
UN, but maybe he was worried about terrorism.
Yeah. Seems like it was a bit of a tough hand for Zhuang. Now taking Poland though, or going for Poland, what's up with that? When he's behind?
I don't understand that. Maybe I don't understand that, and giving up the one op in Chile was quite significant. That's four
Yeah.
VPs there. You got to repair. You had to repair that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. The two realigns and try to get USSR out of Chile and then get lucky in Cuba seems like probably the way to go.
Yeah, this is. I guess he didn't realign, as you said, and as we both said, because he's planning on he didn't do that because he's planning on realigning Chile AR7. Sorry, folks, I don't know what that says. I assume it's a version of GG. Um, Max, you're our translator on hand. Can you share that with us?
No, sadly, no. I have several a reading knowledge of a number of languages for both personal and scholarly purposes, but not Chinese, alas.
Okay, so he did have teardown.
Okay.
Very
Yeah. So
interesting. Sorry, folks, we lost that in. Oh my goodness, I want to get that. I want to get that back for the final board
yeah.
here.
Hmm.
Um, ah, ah. Sorry, folks. I just want to look here at
I
the.
guess he didn't quite have the opportunity to use teardown.
Yeah, he had teardown. He just didn't have the juice to take Poland. He had Iran-Iraq War,
Yeah.
UN for ops, Latin American debt crisis, teardown. He had OAS, just had garbage ops. If he had had a clean four, this could have gotten interesting.
Yeah.
We could have seen a teardown realign. I think if Weiran couldn't have stopped those realigns, maybe he probably takes Czechoslovakia. But
Yeah.
that could have gotten interesting. But yeah, just garbage ops there for Zhuang on
Mhm.
on turn 10.
Now, what about just playing teardown for miracle realigns? I mean, when it looks like you're probably not winning the rest of the board, might as well do the even realigns on East Germany and see what happens.
Yeah. So let's just look at this board real quick. So, folks, we are going to have game two for you. So stick around. Like I said, we'll have we'll have game two coming right up. Asia was +2. Europe was +5. Central was +2. So that's 9, 10 with China. So +5 on the board for Zhuang.
Hmm.
But then South America was 5, Africa 6, Middle East 6. Is +12, so he'd need to make up 12 VPs. So Chile would have been 4, Cuba would have been another 2, and then that would have probably been it. So yeah,
Yeah.
he had no chance either way.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about even earlier in the turn, like he knew he had poor ops and probably wouldn't be able to win an ops war in Poland, right? So, and especially after he didn't take with the four, as we surmised, Weiran could have figured out that Zhuang did not have particularly good ops. So just trying to take the chance there on East Germany might have been his best shot.
Yeah, I guess if Poland's uncontrolled, you're right. If Poland is uncontrolled, you're rolling it even.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
maybe you get a 6-1 flip East Germany, and then
right.
you
Yeah,
get another good roll on Poland. You're right about that.
exactly. I mean, it's unlikely to work, but better probably than his other chances, knowing his turn 10 hand was rough.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, he probably thought the game was much closer than it was because of that brush. If that
Right.
brush misses, the game's a lot more interesting, right? Because
Yeah.
then South
Hmm.
America is a dom. So instead of being 5 now for Weiran, instead of being 4 for Weiran now, assuming Uruguay was taken, would have been 5 for Zhuang.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I guess yeah, you're right. He should have probably used it on AR5.
Yeah, no, I mean, good point about the brush. I think Warren might still have had it given how rough a hand Zhuang had, but it would have been a lot closer.
Yep, yep. And losing OAS instead of Latin American debt crisis was also quite annoying. But okay, let's move on to
Yeah,
game two. We've got another game for you. So let's get to that one. We'll play it at the same speed. And we're getting right into it. So Max,
All right.
so just to reset it, Weiran now the U.S. We're still watching from his side, and walk us through this opening hand and headline choice.
So, going with some kind of martial makes sense here. Oh, and it's great to see the Europe scoring. I was actually just going to say this looks like it could be a really nice containment hand because a lot of kind of middling cards that you could really bump up, but with Europe coming in the headline, that really vindicates the martial headline.
Yeah, that works out great for Weiran early.
Yeah, but definitely going with a martial-esque setup makes sense, whether or not you're headlining Marshall. But that, yeah, worked out
Yep.
great for
And
Weiran.
he also he goes with the traditional 3-3-2 setup. So you don't he didn't Zhuang didn't know Marshall was coming, and so yeah, now you get rid of Asia.
Mhm. And especially with the, with Zhuang not having access to Italy,
Yeah,
more
100%.
okay to give
You don't
leave
need
Italy
that
entry.
fourth in there.
Mhm.
So now Middle East, the only unscored region. So getting out of Israel is important. I think this looks like a containment hold to me, right? I think you're probably going to
Yeah.
space Vietnam. You could try a
Mhm.
Vietnam coup Vietnam, but I think you're probably spacing it, right?
No, I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And then giving up Warsaw is not bad at all. And I like that Asia dropping Asia for just the one there was good. Uh, hmm,
You're
interesting.
gonna need your mill ops. So if you could coup with Warsaw, but then you have, I think you want to hold containment to next turn, right? Like I'd be trying to hold containment here with purge around. But if you hold
I mean,
containment, you're
just
yeah. Go ahead.
just basing Vietnam now seems fine, right? I mean, I guess you're giving up Thailand if he has Destel or Decal, which is frustrating. Putting one up in Malaysia is not bad. Yeah, giving
Yeah.
up Warsaw now is fine.
So okay, so you're gonna do this. I assume this is Libya and Lebanon to take a Middle East dom since it's the only unscored region.
Yeah, although that's really inviting a Lebanon coup, right? But then you can coup that back, I
Yeah,
guess.
I
I
guess
think
yeah,
it's
you want to coup that back with a one op. Also of note, with the Chinese setup, I'm a 4-4-2 guy, but now with Warsaw, you did give away access to Italy. Oh, and that's a bad one for Weiran.
wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's
Um,
a very bad
mm,
one for Weiran because now, yeah, we
wow.
just saw it. You can take the
Yeah.
coup. He's not even in Malaysia. And now an easy Thailand take.
Oh, hmm. Yeah. And the Vietnam bonus coming in handy there.
Yep, sure did. Now DEFCON at
So the kind of
3.
early,
We pick up
right, the
Middle
early,
East. Boy, three good headlines here.
yeah.
Do you headline Middle East? Do you headline
Oh, would you
defectors?
do mid-turn
Containment's great too.
containment?
They're all great.
I would actually consider an AR1 containment. I think I'd go with the, hell, I don't know, but I think I'd go with the vectors. There's a good chance we're seeing Nasser, so make him hit the coup at least.
Yeah, if you see Nasser, Middle East is sort of like defectors, I guess, because then you're going to see a coup of Libya. But
Mhm. Yeah.
you're not going to get Middle East Dom off here. There's no way you're getting Middle East Dom off here other than the headline, right? Okay.
Um, yeah, well, I was thinking if Nasser is defected and then Zhuang misses the coup in Middle East,
Yeah, if
it
he
would be possible to
cleanly
pull it off,
misses,
right?
yes, you score right away. But if
But I
he
guess
even
that's
gets
not likely.
one out of Libya, right, then
Yeah,
Zhuang is just going to take
sure.
Iran, and we won't get the Dom. But okay,
Yeah. Hmm.
Weiran gets the coup on Panama after losing France, gets a big roll and flips it on
Yeah.
back. But that
Hmm.
means Zhuang gets both France and Algeria.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Well, that France definitely big for the long term, especially because Middle East is probably going to even out.
Yes,
Hmm.
DEFCON at 2. Korean War is interesting here. You want to get Korean War out of the deck. It's also a 5 or 6 only, but you don't want to give up these mill ops.
You can also just hold Korean War to next turn, right?
Yep, you could hold it through. You could also hold containment through if you're worried about getting purged.
Yeah, I think I think I'd be taking South Korea and holding Korean War here. Although I can certainly see arguments for other options.
Yeah, that's definitely reasonable. The problem is, again, just playing devil's advocate here, but the problem is
Yeah,
purge is around 2. You get purge turn 3, and you
yeah,
also draw a decall. Korean
for sure.
War is a big liability.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
IP War. Okay, he's going to play containment. Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't mind taking South Korea. I do not mind it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's somewhat risky, yeah, but I mean, even then, if you need to give it up, it's not the end of the world, but I mean, it would be frustrating to lose the war.
Yeah, and you also could, with Japan taking, you also could take Taiwan, and set up the Max
Yep.
Goldman special in South Korea.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're purged, that might be difficult, but
Yes,
in
yes,
theory,
you are
yeah.
right.
I mean, yes, you could do it this turn.
And if you are
Just
unpurged, you can probably space Korean War or hold it.
yeah. I don't know if I love playing in Mexico immediately with South Korea unfilled. I mean, I think I don't know. I mean, it's the plan because at this point, can't Zhuang just take South Korea pretty easily? And that's
Yeah,
presumably one of his bigger priorities, besides getting to Western Asia. Oh boy, all right.
interesting. Okay, a little bit of a wait on D stall, and it goes. That's an extremely conservative D stall. Wow, doesn't go
Yeah,
Nigeria, which I'm wondering if
that's
it means he also has decall.
ooh,
That's a
yeah.
really conservative D stall.
Yeah, and I might have gone for one in Mexico or something like that, but
Yeah, I would have. I think 3 in South America is fine, but I certainly would have put one in
yeah,
Nigeria unless,
yeah,
like I had decall and was planning to use it right now.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, very interesting. Hmm.
But
Yeah,
your
and it's
your
a
your
shame to
point
not
about
be able to
South Korea
hold.
is a good one. I would. It seems like Weiran has not decided what he wants to do about South Korea yet. You could
Mhm.
take it and hold Korean War.
Yeah,
You could space. You could take it in space Korean War. Hope it just doesn't come back and hold
yeah,
Soc Govs.
yeah.
Soc Govs is a good card to hold, especially with Italy at 3.
Agreed. Yeah,
Instead,
that's
he's kind
true.
of punting the question. Okay, there goes another one in South Korea. Now taking South Korea is not as good.
Yeah, you got to space something this AR, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, he's gonna hold. Looks like he's gonna hold
besides
Korean
the whole
War.
Korean War.
Um,
Yeah,
oh,
if you're
AI
not going to take
War.
South Korea, I agree. Space Korean War.
Yeah, and what I was noting there is AI War played for ops there, not the event, not the
Oh,
two
yeah,
VPs.
interesting. Yeah, I don't, especially with having a VP deficit, with Zhang having a VP deficit, I'm surprised he's not prioritizing at least getting a couple back.
Yeah, I guess that was a little
Tells
bit of a game of chicken there in terms of mill ops because if Zhuang triggers AI War earlier, then I think Weiran probably just triggers Korean War, hope he wins, and then
totally.
jams it in, and then
Hmm.
jams ops back in.
Yeah, agreed.
But Weiran instead has to hold Korean. He does get decall, and
Yeah.
just like I said,
Yep.
Zhuang gets purge.
Yeah. So we're probably giving up Korean War here, assuming the purge headline.
Yeah, this is no
Hmm.
doubter purge unless he's really worried about defectors. But even then, I think purge is too valuable. You have to make him have it, and yeah, he will.
No, agreed. I mean, oh man, enough to 10 VPs though. But the board definitely has some VPs for Zhuang, especially he can get off in early South America. So how long South America waits in the mid-war might be just a huge question in this game, as it
Yep.
often is with an early D still.
Yeah, very important. So yeah, South Korea looks like it's probably going to wind up red. I don't know. Would would you would you give up the Korean War early? Because
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, Zhuang knows that Weiran has to give it up.
right.
Okay, yeah, and
Yeah,
he's not going to
okay.
take the
That's
chance. He's not going to take the
that's fine.
chance.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So this should be a dom. Yeah. So you're going to give it up, and okay. Well, great play by Zhuang. Yeah, this will stop the
Yeah.
Asia dom, but only momentarily.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Well, and part of the problem is that I guess aside from Central America, Weiran doesn't really have much way to get VPs. I guess he could maybe get an early Africa.
Yeah, Weiran is
The
up
long
in
term.
Africa, and he's up in Central as well. But right now, not much else going right for him. He's behind the
Yeah.
battlegrounds in Europe, and okay, gonna try those. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just doesn't work out for him. Ooh, that's wow.
All
Strides
right.
right into. Oh,
So
wow.
close. That would have been huge. Oh, man.
It could have just gone Burma. Burma would have been just fine to get the Dom.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, a little confused by that.
God, that was greedy. That was a greedy play, but he's rewarded with the extra VP.
Yeah. Huh.
Like there would have been no way to contest a Burma play.
Yeah.
But if you give up Pakistan there, that's huge long term. Obviously, it's 2 for the
Yeah.
war, 2 for the battleground, and you're probably losing India as well, and not going to get Asia Dom long term.
Hmm. Yeah.
And we know that Weiran has to hold decall. He can't hold IP
Mhm.
war if he has it. But again, IP war wasn't
Yeah.
known. Okay, here's some
Hmm.
good stuff.
Interesting. Yeah. Always a little tough to get astronaut turn 4 and have to decide what to do with it, but it could be held here if we played China, which I'd kind of be inclined to do, especially with being able to play Nixon.
Oh yeah,
Oh
or
no, now we
not.
can't play China.
Now we
Now
can't
we
play
can't play
China.
China, never mind.
Yeah, the other annoying thing is we have UN and 2 eminently UNable cards. But if you UN either one
Right.
of them, then you have to throw
Right.
away Kennedy for ops.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. So I mean I guess at this point maybe we're just playing Kennedy for ops,
Yeah.
especially with not having a
The
ton of
other
ops.
problem is if that U2 is a card you want to play U2 on AR1 here for either a coup or to take advantage of the mess you just made in
Yeah.
Africa and Southeast Asia, but you don't want to do that because you have UN in your hand.
Yeah. I mean, if we're playing Kennedy, though, we can just play UN with socialists.
Yes. So you could play U2 for the event. You could play UN for ops. That doesn't trigger U2. Give soc govs and then space decall. That's an
Hmm.
option. Which
Yeah.
maybe that's the right play with Europe scored and South America how it is.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a little
that's fair.
awkward. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Duck for ops to take
Hmm.
back Algeria. Going to concede Angola.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So that would be just fine with playing astronaut for ops.
Weiran, yeah, going to do
Uh,
it AR1.
why not just play U2 if you're gonna? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. U2 has to be later. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, so you could
Then I could
play. If you play
do UN.
U2, then you're essentially saying my plan is to play UN for ops and hold Kennedy.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, why not do UN? If you're gonna give Kennedy, why not play UN first? But I guess it actually doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Okay, the brush
Oh,
misses, and it was a
another
3.
near miss.
Yeah.
One pip off for the second time after that Indo-Pac too.
Okay, so he does get South America control despite having to spend a bunch of ops in Asia on turn 3 when you'd normally want to be filling South America. And does Zhuang get the control off? He will. So very helpful. Gets Zhuang
Mm,
right back in this game VP
wow.
track wise.
Yeah. A great turn for South America draw there. All right. So Africa at least is looking pretty good for Weiran with decal going out, although still very volatile, of course.
Yep. We could see a Zaire flip, but it is realignable at the moment.
Yeah.
Gonna,
One thing to consider might be a preemptive Botswana play to make South African unrest less appealing,
yep. Could see that. Okay, space decal.
but not a
So,
lot of
yep.
other.
Weiran does have now 2 guilt-free threes. I mean, 1 VP, but
Yeah.
okay, which interesting. Just gonna fill. I think I would have triggered that, even if it's just to be annoying.
Yeah, I agree. Now, is there anything that Weiran can do to try to prevent Zhuang from getting mill ops? Things are overprotected, so the
Yeah,
answer might be no.
Zhuang. So I don't understand that.
Holding UN?
I don't understand
Or
that. Why hold UN instead of Kennedy?
yeah, I really don't understand that
So
either.
now let's be clear. He did get double space. So Weiran did get double
Mhm.
space, and he didn't know at the start of the turn that he was going to get double space.
Sure.
But maybe I wouldn't have played. I wouldn't have played Kennedy for ops. Although, again, counterpoint, talking in circles to myself. Oh, what a roll! Sorry, I was talking in circles a
Man.
bit. The number one card you want to Kennedy is South America scoring, which is gone.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
nuke subs. You would think is harmless. He tries to roll on Algeria. Had to be a 6. He rolls the 6, and now gets some more good stuff.
Yeah. Huh. Well, yeah, no, I mean some great stuff here with VOA, defectors, ABM, being able to get Brezhnev out, some big ops.
Yeah. So what's your headline? Is it just defectors and you give up a coup in Africa and ABM it back?
Seems
Is it
fine.
ABM? If it's ABM, are you cooing Thailand or are you realigning Thailand?
Hmm.
Because
Huh.
like I don't want to. I'm not that interested in ABM cooing Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay, well now if you realign Thailand, you could see you're probably eating 2 coups, and he might just give up
Yeah.
Thailand and say I'm going to eat 2 coups in Africa, which is bad.
Hmm. Hmm. But Weiran could really use some VPs, so I would be inclined to prioritize Africa here. I mean, Southeast will ultimately
Yeah,
get some VPs, but
so you can realign. I don't know what you do here.
hmm, yeah.
Okay, coups. That doesn't do
Yeah.
anything though. Now you're going to get a coup. You're going to see a coup in Nigeria or Zaire, and then he just takes back Thailand.
Yeah.
So we
I think
really
I would have
accomplished
preferred
very
Weiran to.
little with our
Yeah.
ABM. Yeah, see, nice and easy. So ABM did not much of anything.
Yeah.
I would have
The
rather
defector problem.
played defectors. I mean, hate to defector gunman and leave it in the deck when you didn't have to,
Yeah.
but I would have rather
Well,
done
great
that
VOA
and
there.
then ABM'd whatever we got, whatever coup we ate in Africa.
Hmm. Yeah. Now, are you surrounding Nigeria here?
Che's around, so it's risky, but
Right. True.
yeah. The other potential play would have been a "We Will Bury You" headline with UN in our hand and Quag also in our hand.
Wow.
Obviously, we risk missile
Hmm.
envy, which means that we
Yeah.
lose the 3VP, but "We Will Bury You" protects Africa, and we probably are
Yeah.
safe. If we eat missile envy, that sucks, but it just takes NTB, which is not a huge deal. It's 0 VPs.
Yeah. Hmm.
So that
That
could
would
have
have
been
been
an
a really
option
interesting
as
play.
well. But again, ABMs is always a great headline. It just did very little there.
Yeah. I mean, it's less good when all the battlegrounds except Thailand that you don't control are in a scored region.
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay, so Weiran, I think you do the surround Nigeria play right, and you just hope he doesn't have Che.
I think that's what I would do, but
I
I
don't
don't
think
know if
you're.
that's
I mean,
too
CRG is
risky.
gone. We don't have puppets. I don't think we're gonna wait for puppets.
I mean, you need to take Africa Dom if you're not going to do
Right,
that. So Botswana's fine, Tunisia's fine.
right. You have to take Africa Dom regardless. So I think I'd say, you know what, if you have Che, I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna give you Nigeria, but I'm still gonna get
Yeah,
Africa Dom
yeah, yeah.
because
Or
then you take
well,
Tunisia. Okay, yeah, that's
okay,
ineffectual, and this is yeah. So now you have
yeah,
your Africa control.
okay, yeah. Hmm. Well, and now there's relines on Algeria, so let's see if he takes those.
Yep, that which I absolutely would.
Yeah, agreed. Hmm. And those could definitely be big.
Middle East is still unscored, so let's keep an eye on that. Whether Saudi gets taken, whether Jordan gets
Hmm.
taken, Camp
Hmm.
David could be very important there.
Yeah.
Central is unscored. Oh, Fidel for
Oh,
ops.
oh,
What? Why Fidel
no.
for ops?
Uh, yeah, Fidel seems quite
That
important.
seems like a really important event.
I mean, Algeria could be important, but I mean, as we saw, those roles could miss because they did.
Yeah.
Uh, hmm. Yeah, and the
And
space
you have
VPs and also getting headline peak is nice.
Burma. Why Burma? I mean, sure, it's a point in Southeast Asia, but that could have been the Algeria realign card. I don't understand why Fidel was used.
Yeah,
That's a really important event. Now with Fidel gone, that's going to be 8 in Central America, right? Which 7 or
yeah.
8 when it could have been 2.
No, agreed. I don't quite understand. Is he holding Lib Theo maybe?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could salt for Fidel later, which okay, we you forced the U.S. to waste 3 ops, but even then,
Yeah,
I want to salt for something else. ABM is in the discard. Brush is in the discard.
yeah, and I agree. I would have wanted to take more real-line shots at Algeria before Tunisia was filled.
Yeah, I don't understand that Fidel play. Okay, this hand is garbage,
Hmm.
ops
Yeah,
wise at least. We have blockade and
and
nothing to discard to it. But we do have central, um, and so
just
yeah,
yeah, headline series. You can give it two, I guess, right?
yeah, but you're
Yeah,
still given a blue too,
yeah,
which is
that's
not
annoying.
great,
No, quite annoying.
but much better than giving Usuri to it. Yeah, I think this is
Yeah,
right. You're gonna give
I
Indy,
mean, indie reds, right?
so
Yeah,
that yeah, you're gonna give independent reds.
but don't love telling telling Zhuang here that our highest op card is at two.
Yep. Okay, so you give up the coup in Africa. He'll take Nigeria now.
Yeah.
Oh no, of course he's not going to take Nigeria. He
Oh,
wants to take
right.
Thailand back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
no. That should have been one Nigeria, one Thailand, because he knew our play was 2 ops, right? Because he knew one Nigeria was
Yeah.
enough would have been enough to hold it, and one Thailand taking it to
Ooh,
4-5. We can't flip it.
yeah.
That should have been one each. That's a mistake.
Hmm. Yeah.
And he also knows even if we didn't have to play miscellaneous, we have nothing but 2s.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Sadat is a good event. I would
Huh.
trigger it right now. Oh, okay, fine. You want to do this?
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. Huh. I might
Yeah.
want to get a toehold in Venezuela, but I mean, this is fine.
Oh,
Oh,
tries the reverse Hassan realigns and it does not work.
hmm.
All right, so
Yeah.
Usuri is gone. What's the China card status? Um, I think we used cultural was used, and now Usuri is gone. But I think Nixon's
Mhm.
around.
Oh, I'm getting confused between the games.
Yep. Oh, Pope for ops. Boo! But a good play to get Chile.
Yeah, yeah, no, here it makes sense. And um,
Although maybe not a great play because now you left yourself with 3-1 ops. But Quagmire's gone. Oh,
yeah.
5-year plan of Africa is
Ooh,
brutal.
yeah, it's big.
Weiran's still up by
Yeah.
6, though.
Hmm. Hmm.
And, oh, a nice hand. Look at that. Nice hand
Uh, Junta
for
salt, that's nice.
Zhuang. We get grain and CIA.
No, yeah, I mean, I guess part of the question is, can we stop the Middle East Dom if Zhuang goes for it? I mean, by
We,
taking Israel,
yeah, we'll take Israel,
yeah,
which actually gives us Middle East Dom with shuttle.
yeah. And because I guess we're just giving up flower power, yeah, so that's fine. Ooh, that's annoying.
Do you just give this and coup Angola? Is that nuts?
No,
No,
I think
if you're
that's
gonna do this, give it first.
fine. Yeah, I agree. Give it first.
Cut the hand size. Yeah, just yeah. That's right.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Now Junta is gonna lose us a 1 battleground in Central America, but it's not gonna cost us 2.
right. But that lovely central situation is not quite as
Yep.
nice anymore.
And boy, think of if Fidel had been invented. Okay, there goes Middle East for
Um,
even. 100% the
mm,
right play. Southeast, known in our hand. Let's get rid of that. Unfortunately, can't hold anything. Yeah.
hmm,
Ooh, ABM. That's a redraw. That's a redraw.
yeah.
We knew about one small step. See, this is just a coup. Is this just a coup of Guatemala? Okay, we've one Israel. All right, sure. I would
Yeah, I
like the
mean,
coup of
we'll wait for
Guatemala or maybe prep South African instead. But all right.
Yeah, I mean, I know the thought is to make Arab Israeli useless,
Yeah, yeah, that's
but
true.
mm,
Yeah, you want it, and now with the Millop situation, AI war is completely free if you
yeah.
fill up Israel. So okay. Oh, finally those
Ooh,
work.
yeah.
But you can't play flower power to take it back.
No, not yet.
I think you can see.
Hmm.
Yeah, if this was your play, you go and there is the five. So it
Yeah.
still wouldn't have worked with,
No, yeah.
but it was still a six only, but now it fails.
Ooh, yeah. Well, in Africa, defanged a little bit now, but yeah, I mean, we're on Africa is his stronghold, but it's not like Zhuang has a lot of VPs anywhere either. So it might still be quite tough for Zhuang to even up this VP situation.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's gonna
just
get dominant south.
yeah, right now,
Ooh,
no DOMs on the board for anyone at that exact moment. Now, now he does have
yeah.
Africa DOM back.
Hmm. I mean, so for Zhuang also going into Peru would be nice, set up the Chile realigns.
Yeah, Zhuang definitely needs to go into Peru. I like this. I like where he's pointing. I like getting Nicaragua and Haiti because Fidel's still in the deck. So
Yeah,
if Cuba
yeah.
flips over,
Hmm.
or if we have to flip it over because we have an unspaced, or because we draw Fidel and an unspaceable Ortega,
Yeah.
then we have the realigns. Okay, so we
Ah,
get Quagmire again. That can.
hmm.
This hand is not very good,
Yeah.
but we do get terrorism. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's a great pull.
interesting. Yeah.
That's a great pull, even though it was still four, even though he didn't have Dom, even though
Hmm.
Zhuang didn't have Dom. So now we have Quagmire, we have
Yeah.
Willie, we have Decall. Both of those are unspaceable, so you could space
Yeah.
Quagmire. You also have IP War, which gives up
Right.
VPs to Flower Power. I
I mean,
hate
is this
asking
a,
this. Is this a self Quag hand?
that's what I was just gonna say too. I think so. I mean, do you really want to be holding like Decal and Willie?
Yeah, you want the three VPs from spacing Quagmire, but
Yeah.
yeah, you've got three bad unspaceable cards here.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
might trigger Quagmire.
yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, Willie is not as bad, but Decal, I mean, you really don't want to give that up. I guess it's not the end of the world, but it would just be quite frustrating to give up.
Yeah, I think you're going to concede the real lines here on Chile because I want to get arms race off, and then we have some hand management to do.
Yeah. Yeah, hard to defend Chile here.
Okay,
Ooh.
well, just defend it by rolling well.
Well, fair enough.
I,
Hmm.
I think we're just hoping. Yeah, this is right. I don't like it, but I
And
think this is right.
yeah, break Peru maybe, make the realigns at least a little more difficult.
Yeah, or I think I prefer breaking something else
Yeah, that's
so that if
fine.
they so that but and then again he can realign and then solve the problem. Okay, going to solve the problem first. Okay, this
Big
is
ops though.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's just going to score. Yeah, he's
Ooh.
just going to
Oh,
score.
that's
Yeah.
tough.
Okay, we missed the roll. Miss another roll.
Oh no.
Omit.
Mm.
That's a miss
Why Indo-Pac before Willie?
because Indo-Pac has two VPs. Willie's
Oh,
only
flower power.
one.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I forgot about flower power for a second.
Okay,
Right.
so
Okay, these were
you
out.
hate to miss two quag rolls, but he got rid of three bad unspaceable cards.
Yeah, but ooh, I mean, there's some problems here
Yep.
between
More
Peru and
problems.
Muslim, Unspacable Ortega,
Muslims is an
Allende.
empty AR right now, so that's no big deal. Ortega
Oh,
though is a
sure.
big
Yeah.
unspaceable problem.
Yeah.
Are you headlining Ortega
Yeah.
here?
I
Just
I
get rid of
mean,
it?
seems like it, right?
Unless you're headlining Star Wars and
And try to get Europe
I
then?
don't
Is there
know.
any way? No.
If only we had dumped.
Rainsville?
If only he had
Oh.
dumped Teardown into the discard, he could then pull it with Star Wars. But obviously, you're
Okay.
not thinking like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe. I mean, you could headline 5-year plan. I guess. I think this is an Ortega headline, right? You have Ortega and We Will Bury You. Where We Will Bury You must be spaced.
Right. Yeah. I think I just want to get Ortega out. Yeah. If we headline Star Wars, what are we doing with it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm not
Is there a
sure.
DEF CON
Better net.
Razor? There's nothing that's going to help us contest France. I mean, ABM, yeah, ABM realigned Thailand, but even then, that's not that great.
Yeah,
It's not
man.
going to change the Asia domination situation. It's just two
Yeah.
VPs. So I
Yeah.
guess you could Star Wars, ABM, realign Thailand, give Ortega.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
not crazy, but again, realigning Thailand normally awesome. Southeast Asia scored, and it's only two VPs in
Yeah.
Asia. Star Wars for Junta doesn't do much.
I mean, I guess EBM to like take Cuba and Chile and break something?
Yeah.
That's a possibility. So Star Wars ABM for ops is not
Yes.
bad
Star
at
Wars for
all.
ABM not cooing is fine. Then you can play.
I mean, is it possible to hold Star Wars for VOA turn 10?
Yes, if you headline Ortega. You
Right.
have to headline Ortega, space We Will Bury You, eat Muslims, which is no big deal, and eat
Yeah.
Allende, which is annoying but also doable.
Yeah. I think that's what I'd be doing because this is going to be a board probably where turn 10 VOA could be big because Weiran is a bit behind on the board.
Yeah. So Weiran, I mean, let's do the math. South America's 8. Central right now is, let's assume Cuba's taken back. Central is 4. For Zhuang, Europe is 1, so that's 13. Middle East is even. Asia is 4 for Zhuang. Yeah, Weiran comfortably behind here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Weiran is saying,
Oh,
you know what, my best chance, that place it says, maybe says my best chance is DEF CON.
fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, misses on the
Ooh,
roll.
tough mess too. Hmm. Yeah.
And remember, Fidel is still around.
Yeah. I don't know if I love playing ups there into the real lines. I guess make him do it is the thought, but
Yeah, this is tough. Weiran's only positive region is Africa. Um,
yeah.
EEU is not that big a deal here.
Hmm.
You could
Well,
also, yeah,
I mean, after EU, are you holding Chernobyl? Oh
you
no, with
can't
yeah,
because you have Ortega that's unspaceable.
of course. I think I like headlining Ortega there, but I mean, it's tough.
Well,
And with
and
Allende too, playing into Chile is not
yeah,
quite as
you've
desirable.
right. The other thing is you've got he spaced AWACS.
Mm.
Okay,
Oh,
War Games
well,
pool.
but yeah.
Latin American debt crisis. You can't discard to this. You cannot discard to
No,
this unless you're going to play
no.
China.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
have to play
don't.
China.
I don't like this decision
Oof.
from. I don't like the
Huh.
decision from Weiran to not get rid of Ortega and free up his hand.
Yeah.
Because
Ortega's
yeah,
creating a lot of trouble.
if you this just straight up flips Chile. If you don't discard to it, you could discard to it and play China, but then that kind of undermines your DEF CON plan.
Yeah, and we really want China for turn 10 also.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Now,
without Chernobyl, it's hard to see a Europe path.
what about? is CIA around? Could Zhuang have CIA?
Uh,
I think if he could have CIA, we wouldn't have triggered 5-year plan. I want to say CIA is gone. Yes, isn't CIA is gone because we were no, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, we could find out very soon.
Yeah.
Yes, click that. Click that.
Was Salt played? So maybe the 5-year plan was in case he is both CIA and Salt?
Salt is in the discard.
Well, so
I
he
saw it.
discard
Yeah,
for
I saw it
free
when we
trade?
were when he was looking
Oh, okay.
in deck. Yeah, no CIA. So CIA is gone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, in not in deck. So
Yeah, it's not.
either
Could
in
be in the
hand or in the
discard.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
oh,
Oh, wow.
oh my goodness.
Wow. Was that wasn't known, was it?
No, certainly wasn't.
Yeah.
Remember, because we saw Kennedy
Oh,
play
that
for
came out turn
ops
4. Yeah,
on
that came out
turn
turn 4.
4.
Oh man. Wow. Wow. Weiran really gets bailed out here.
So now he doesn't have to play China.
No, yeah. And gets to hold UN for no, has to play UN.
Still, yeah, has to play UN or China. Or maybe I
And
guess he maybe wants to hold UN, but I would rather play UN for ops here for
yeah.
sure. Gunman is gone, and now Ortega and We Will Bury You are all gone, so we're not worried about
Yeah.
that.
And Weiran still has Chile against all odds.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah. Oh, what? Well, this is a red hand to be sure. I mean, hostage crisis doesn't matter because terrorism's out, right? So Aldrich is fine. Reformer is spaceable. Marine barracks can be held. So okay, so it's a very red hand, but not that annoying in the end.
Yeah. So this is a brush in Central, I guess, or it's a brush of Argentina.
Yeah, I Central's nice. I would incline toward Argentina to protect against the realign, so to make sure it's not control.
Yeah, that guarantees South America is going to be even, barring obviously a big coup roll there.
Yeah, because Central America, I mean, getting Central America would be nice, and there's actually the possibility that we could control Central America. But if we're eating a South America control, then that really balances that out. Ooh, all right.
Okay, so he gets the 4. So that helps. Weiran now South America's even. Weiran up in Africa. Let's watch Central. Fidel, very important here. So we could see Mexico realigned and flipped. Okay, now we can see South Africa realigned and flipped. So I don't you have to realign Mexico now?
I think I would.
Or
Yeah,
I mean,
even if
are you
South
really
America's
doing a
lost.
coup on Botswana?
No, I don't think
That's
so.
that's an awfully, like, if you get a big roll, then you really turn the tables and you.
Yeah.
But
We could try to prevent Africa Dom on country count as
Yeah.
well. That's still in range.
and remember, we're already up. You're up battlegrounds in Africa at the moment. It's just if you lose that. Okay. Well, he gets the rolls.
Oh no!
Okay. He rolls at +3 and he
Worked
gets.
out well.
He gets that. Okay, so now Central is a Dom and the South America rolls hit.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Okay, both players got to be doing math now. Let's go ahead and do it along with them. Central is +3 for Weiran.
Yeah.
South is even. Africa is +1 for Weiran, so that's 4.
Right now.
Europe is -1 for Weiran, so we're at 3. Middle East is -1 for Weiran, so we're at 2. And Asia is -4 for Weiran, right? So Weiran is -2, and then +1 for China. So Weiran is -1. So if the game ended right this second, Weiran would lose by 1.
What?
Okay, and now Weiran would lose
But
by
now-
2, and
yeah,
he can't get back into South Africa.
Right. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So what can Weiran get going here? I don't know if this is any good, but he could take Costa Rica and Colombia to try to set up Panama relines.
Yeah, could do that. You
And it
also
opens
want a
up a
space
coup.
reformer to try and pick up 3 VPs.
Yeah, that's true. That's huge.
So I think the math right now is Weiran -2. So yeah, you could set up those realigns.
Hmm.
But now 2 influence in South Africa is a 4 VP swing
Yeah.
toward Zhuang and makes it +6.
Well, that's why the question is, what can we do maybe to keep Zhuang busy so that he can't fill South Africa? Is
Yeah,
there anything?
yeah. I don't. The 2 in Africa is awfully defensive for my taste because it
Yeah.
doesn't change the score right now, and right now, right this second, we are in a losing position, not a winning position.
Mhm. Yeah. Huh. Uh,
So I don't mind your play. I also don't. We need the space at some point. We need to, right? We
oh,
need the space reformer at some point to try and pick up those 3 VPs.
oh, did we take into account the -1 for Weiran in Middle East?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
okay.
So central 3, Europe -1. So that's 2. Africa's even. Middle East 1. So Weiran +1. But then Asia is
Oh, okay.
-4 for Weiran. So Weiran -3, and
And then
then
two for
China means
China.
Weiran -2.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. You're totally right.
And once again, okay, we're going to see the space. And he hits it. Okay,
Oh,
Weiran now
nice.
+1.
It's huge.
Weiran now winning. Okay, Weiran now at
Right.
-4. Or excuse me, -3.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, doing
Yeah.
this. This evens it up.
Yeah. So current country count in Africa is 6-3. So right, if he takes
That's
three
four,
countries,
five,
then that would.
six.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, now the game is exactly even.
Wow.
So, okay, VOA to space. Now,
Ooh,
Weiran has an opportunity to take a lead here by doing that.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, would you have done that or cooed in Africa to try to make a dumb less like, oh,
Okay,
well,
just a 1. Now, 1 op can fix that as opposed to cooing. And now, okay, setting up a poke of Middle East on AR7.
okay. Sure.
Weiran
Sure.
by 1 is the score. And
Wow.
he's got a guilt-free 3 to finish with,
Mhm.
and he can keep China.
Nice.
So Zhuang
Yeah. Well,
needs an event here or a big roll of some kind. Because just a jam, like a jam of Chile, even with a 4 op, we just fix it and Weiran wins because Weiran is up by 1.
hmm. In both games, Weirin had a big brush turn 10, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yep.
But both coming down to the wire here.
Fidel would be good enough here.
Ooh.
But again,
Yeah.
if he had Fidel, we would have seen it before now, and he certainly wouldn't be thinking about it. Okay, just gonna coup
Mhm.
Sudan. That's
Yeah,
not good
especially.
enough because yeah, you can just stop Dom by yeah, that's fine. Getting Dom in the Middle East is the same, right? Because
Mm,
that was a 3 VP pickup in Africa, and this is a 3 VP pickup in the Middle East. That's good enough. That is good enough. I
mm.
believe Weiran wins this by 1. Do you agree?
Wow. Um, yeah, we could just do some math here. So 3 in Central America. Um, 4 on the board is 7. -4 in Africa is 3. -1 in Africa is 2. +3 in Middle East is 5. -4 in Asia. And then China. Yep. So by 2, right?
Yeah,
We win by 2.
I think that's right. There it
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Weiran by
Yep.
2. Wow, what a game!
Wow. Great game.
That was a great game. Fun one to watch, fun one to comment. We stick around, folks. We
Yeah.
do have game 3 for you. But wow, what an interesting game, and
Yeah.
it cut off there. But let's pull up the board at the end.
And in
Any
both games so far, Weiran looked a little bit behind at the beginning of late war, but then was able to come back, which is really interesting.
He did, yeah. Yeah, Zhuang was ahead there, but the big flip of Mexico
Yeah.
was huge, and then Fidel never coming back. So
Yeah.
again, I'm harping on it a little bit, but Fidel was played for ops, ineffectual realigns on Algeria, with Cuba empty and Central unscored. Weiran then scored Central for 8, which could have been
Mhm.
instead
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3. And then that was a big moment in this game. Could have very well decided things.
No, totally. And then also, Weiran being able to keep that Chile foothold in South America. If he had gotten kicked out of there, even with the brush, it would have been much harder to get back. And actually, the brush would have missed because it would have been one pip short.
Right, and that Kennedy, yeah, well, we didn't talk enough about that. He
Yeah.
discarded to not lose Chile, and then he was bailed out by Kennedy, so he didn't have to play China. If
Mhm.
China
Mhm.
is
True.
in Zhuang's hand turn 10, it's at the very least a draw, and maybe he can do something better with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
yeah,
Kennedy was quite unfortunate for Zhuang that he had something else, like Green, I think they needed to space, and then also the Kennedy.
yeah, and yeah, that was big. Even though he only drew a couple of one-ups, that was big. But okay, let us move on to game 3. I will warn you, folks, it is a bit short, but we'll play it. We will play it for you here. Weiran back to the USSR. To quote the Beatles, I suppose. This is just a Europe headline, right?
Yeah, that seems right. And I mean, I guess I would probably UN, USJ, Space Duck, give up EU. That's all fine. What do you think about turn one? Are you playing Fidel or are you just using it for ops?
I
Yeah,
would I
just duck
would
for ops.
use it for ops. So I don't know
Yeah,
if I love this duck play. I would like. I would coup Iran, and
yeah,
then with either Warsaw or UN, US, Japan. I would then duck coup Malaysia.
yeah. That's
I
good
would
too.
would be what I would like to do. Instead, duck for ops. You're letting him into Pakistan. So I guess we're going to let him into Pakistan and coup that.
Huh.
Okay.
Do we
Okay.
just coup Malaysia with something big-ish, like maybe a three up?
Yeah. I mean that's not crazy. Okay. Missed there.
Probably so he can slow our DEFCON now
Yeah.
with the one up two in Iraq or something. Oh
Oh,
no.
wow, interesting.
Oh,
Gonna put
oh,
3 into Thailand at DEFCON 4, begging for a
oh,
big old China card
yeah.
coup, and Weiran hits
That's
it.
yeah.
I don't understand
That's a
that at
big old
all.
chunk of
Max, explain
two.
that to me.
Ah, just daring him to do it, wanting China. Figuring, I guess either figuring that Weiran wouldn't be willing to play China, or just saying, you know what, if he has to play China, at least I'll have it. But in this case, it's a little weird because it would have been so easy to just coup elsewhere
Yeah,
and
you
lower
could have
DEFCON.
cooed elsewhere. Now, the downside of cooing elsewhere is you give up the last coup in Iran. Um,
Okay, sure.
so that is the downside. But boy, playing into Thailand like that and risking that big coup, really, really aggressive. Okay, here comes. Okay, De Gaulle. Interesting. Just 2 into France and 1 Pakistan. I like getting out of Iran, but now France is open.
Yeah, I agree. Just even with Europe scored, good for the long term.
Yeah, boy, just giving up France like that's rough.
Yeah.
Okay, and
And Zhuang
now
still needs minutes.
Jam of France.
Okay.
That's weird.
I mean,
Okay.
worse. Yeah, Zhuang still needs mill ups.
Yep, and
So
maybe
I think it's
Zhuang
that's
holding on to Truman and hoping to use it.
yeah. I mean that it must be right.
Yeah.
And he could poke and do yeah, he could poke and do
There's
trim in the headline.
well,
That's fine.
no, he can't because now you're gonna see because that play just just telegraphed
Yeah,
Truman, and yeah, that's
true. Yeah,
so that
yeah.
that did not work.
Oof. Yeah.
And now you're gonna see a coup in Pakistan, right? Nice easy coup
Uh,
with just 1 in
yeah,
Pakistan with
that seems
Asia
right.
scored, and then
Just a,
Weiran's going to be up in Asia 4 battlegrounds to none.
yeah. Yeah, I think a four up coup in Pakistan has to be the way to go. Has to be the way to go.
Yep.
No,
Nice.
only
Yeah.
a three up? Oh,
Get,
that's good enough.
gets the roll. Yeah.
I think I definitely would have gone with a four up. Oh, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. All right.
sorry,
Yeah.
folks. This one was interesting. I know. I want to bring up what Weiran said after the game. They were talking in the chat. I think Zhuang was quite frustrated at how that second game went, and then had a couple of misplays here. I think he should have gone into. He wanted to use DeGaulle first before he fought in Asia. Then his Truman play got neutered by the Europe attack card. Couple of big rolls for Weiran. I think he just kind of tilted and was like, you know what, I'm behind 2-0 in the series. I'm just done. So, on some level, I mean, Max, you know as well as I do, this game it can be a frustrating game at times, and sometimes the rolls don't go your way and the cards don't go your way. So I can certainly sympathize. However, this game was certainly far from over, right?
Yeah, no, agreed. I mean, there's a ton of game left to play.
So
But who
Asia's
knows?
realistically, Asia's going to be a nightmare for you, and you're just accepting that. But
Yeah.
no access for Weiran, no access cards in his hand. Although he has good cards in his hand. He's got Nasser, whatever, but no D cards. Haven't seen CIA, Zhuang with China. So things could have gone. I feel like certainly you'd much rather be Weiran given the situation in Europe and Asia is unscored. Even if he scores it now, it's still -4, which is brutal, and it's heading toward a -8 or a -9. But this game could have gone either way, so it's a shame we did not see this one play out.
No, agreed. And the psychological aspect of the game certainly matters. And it can't be easy. I'm Zhuang's a great player, of course, but it can't be easy to be down 2-0 to Weiran. So
Yeah, no question about it.
but we had two great games that went down to the wire. So really grateful for a fun series nonetheless.
Yes, indeed. So a fun series, even though it was a short one. Weiran wins it in the clean sweep and advances to the finals. So
Yeah.
we will have the ITSL Grand Finals for you right here on Action Round Zero as soon as those are played. They are being scheduled as we speak, maybe already scheduled at the time of this airing. But that is going to do it for our coverage of the Torun Finals. Max, any last words before we wrap up?
No, I mean, I think that both of the first two games here showed just how much back and forth we can have in the lead war, and important to count and be mindful of everything. But also, even when a position it looks like you're down, a lot of stuff can happen.
No question about it, Max. Well, thank you, Max, for joining me for this game. Thanks, of course, to Weiran for sending us sending us the videos. Thanks to Anton Scott, our executive producer, for keeping us online and on the air. And thanks most of all to you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this series as much as we enjoyed bringing it home to you. But until next time, for Max DuBoff, for Anton Scott, this is Justin Abramson signing off for now. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.